In February of 2003, the U.S. government prosecuted 53 of its own citizens, including me, man, simply for blowing glass. Actually, simply for playing with glass.
The Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force, codenamed Operation Pipe Dreams, has taken 3 decisive steps to dismantle the illegal drug paraphernalia industry.
2 decades later, we will reignite the flame as we invite 12 elite glass blowers to the famed Dream Factory in the Arts District of Las Vegas to compete in Season 1 of Operation Pipe Dreamers. Now let's join our host, Jason Pinsky, and get this competition started.
Thanks, Tommy. As you just saw, we've got 12 phenomenal artists for Season 1. But for this episode, we'll be featuring 3 artists over 2 sessions, with the winner taking one of our 4 spots in the finals. The first spot was secured by Yushin Goins in our color episode. He was joined by Dina, aka Soulfire, whose pieces she created in our athletics-themed episode were in a different league. Who will join them on the Chongbong brackets and make it to the finals? Let's meet tonight's artists, and as always, they each brought a chillum that best represents them. At table number 1 is Punty.
Hi, my name is Punty. I reside in colorful Colorado. My glass journey started 23 years ago with my beloved teacher, Robert Quirk. And I wanted to come in hot with my chillum, so I made my sister's El Fuego hot sauce bottle, so you can enjoy some of that hot and spicy love.
At table number 2 is Rob, aka Draken.
Hi, my name is Robert Raymond. I've been blowing glass for about 14 years, and I'm originally from New York. My chillum was a bit of a throwback to the old school kind of gold and silver fuming technique. I still feel like it's just such a fun, tech, even though it's sort of old or whatever. So, yeah, that's why I made that one for you guys.
At table 3 is Delene.
My name is Delene Peralta. I have been blowing glass for 25 years. I live in Eugene, Oregon. The chillum I made represents the basic bitch in me. Really basic, plain, couple colors, little couple marbles. Because sometimes you're basic and sometimes you're a bad bitch.
As always, we'll be joined by our 2 main judges. Jason Harris, our host here at the Dream Factory, is a world-renowned glass artist and co-founder of Jerome Baker Design. He has mentored a generation of glass artists and has established himself as a leading voice in the world of glass. Alongside him will be Karen Willenbrink Johnson. Her insight and knowledge of glassblowing makes her a perfect addition to our judges' roundtable. Each week, our 2 judges will be joined by a very special guest judge who can give their unique perspective to each round of the competition. This week's guest judge is Chef Ron. Ronald Souza, out of Tampa, Florida, is a renowned chef who specializes in cannabis-infused cuisine. He's the head chef for Happy Sweets, and his knowledge of THC and CBD edibles makes him the perfect guest judge for tonight's competition. Chef Ron, tell us what this week's theme is.
Well, I figured since I like to eat, I like to cook, let's go with food.
Season 1 of Operation Pipe Dreamers features 4 semis, each making up 2 sessions. Each artist will be tasked to blow a specific type of piece based on today's theme, food. Our judges will deliberate, and the artists' combined scores over the 2 rounds will determine today's winner and who moves on to the finals. The overall champion will take home 10 grand in cash and will hoist our prestigious champion's flame while donning a custom West Coast leather jacket by designer Maxwell Wald. But first, let's learn a little more about the piece they'll be blowing in Session 1 in a little segment we like to call Dream Piece Theater.
Good evening. I'm Professor Blunston, and welcome to Dream Piece Theater, where tonight we feature the most commonly used pipe of them all. Hello, friend. The spoon. Spoon pipes are another name for the popular glass pipe. They're called spoon pipes because the shape of the pipe resembles a spoon. The stem is skinny and the bowl widens at the end. And now back to the Dream Factory to see what tasty spoons our artists are making.
Okay, guys, you got 2 hours on the clock. You know the theme. We're making a spoon. Ladies and gentlemen, start your torches.
Wow, this is cool.
I'm looking forward to see what kind of spoons come out of
I
this.
am tripping out. I saw Punty had this Wild glove on his hand. I don't even know what that thing is.
The Power
man.
Glove, Nintendo.
The Power Glove. And so the theme is food. I wonder what they're going to tie in and how they're going to accomplish having a food theme on a spoon pipe. I guess a spoon you can eat with.
Cook with, eat with, cereal.
You know?
Mix.
Cereal, yeah. So guys, I'm seeing 3 people working over here, 3 great masters in what we're doing today, the piper movement. The movement that's happened over the past 20-something years, the pipes we make. These are 3 gangsters in the scene right now. Yeah, Delene's an incredible artist, and she goes way back in the lineage of the piper movement and the degenerate artist tradition. She learned from the old school and still carries the torch in Eugene, Oregon. And Eugene is a hotbed of activity for the pipe making scene.
First competition I was in 2002. I won first place. The glass industry has definitely changed a whole lot since then. And I've changed a whole lot since then. I was only blowing glass at 6 years at that point. So I've definitely learned and gained more skill and technique since then.
So Punty's scoring glass, cutting it off nice little sections. So apparently he's prepping to do something. He's cutting a lot of pieces, which tells me he's probably prepping to do a lot of something. Punty's style is very, very detailed.
What do you got going on over there, Punty?
I was cleaning up some of my blow tube prep so I don't cut my lip. If you leave them sharp, you can't blow into them.
Have you ever stuck one to your lips hot?
I've stuck it hot, and that's a bummer, and I've stuck it unpolished, and that's a bigger bummer.
How do you explain that to your girlfriend? You come in with a big blah on your lip.
Puntington Rainbow Wigwag, it just kind of rolled off. It comes from Punty, which is it's our like basic unit of holding glass. It's like our hands. It's like the unsung hero. Not that I'm unsung hero or anything like that, but it's just it's a super fun little element in what we do, and it's just fun to say.
I can see Rob heating up. Rob, what are you doing over there on the?
Well, I'm preheating some of my pieces here. The kiln isn't fully hot, so you know, in order for them not to crack, I'm giving them a little bit of heat, bring them up to temperature a little slow. Yes, I'm preheating right here on the bench.
Wow.
And that's a skill in itself, for sure.
You know, when I first got into, making glass art, I had some ideas. I wanted to really get into making some high-end like belt buckles and some different things. I mean, pipes obviously were, my inspiration in a lot of ways with respect to this art form. But I wanted to make some really fun belt buckles and some different, like earrings and rings. So I started making a lot of rings at first, and that led to another with the glass bikinis. And after that, we kind of started doing the glass hat plates. Me and a friend of mine in Arizona, and pushing that as fashion. And so that kind of like started down that path.
So when you're making glass, you're thinking about a lot of different things at one time. As you can see over here, Rob is like holding chopsticks and catching flies. It's not an easy thing. He's doing 2 things at once. And there's probably a lot of other things going through his head, temperatures, heats, and just kind of tapping into the chi of the glass.
We're just getting started here at Operation Pipe Dreamers. Session 1 continues after the break. The Las Vegas Strip and the Dream Factory welcome you to Operation Pipe Dreamers. Let's get back inside.
Delene over here, you can see, has this blow tube set up with a swivel on the end of it. She's got it connected into her mouth so she can blow and create pressure in the glass. And temperature control, flame positioning, this kind of stuff is super important. You want to start out on a good foot and get yourself a good cornerstone built. Everybody brought in some prep. They had prep boxes made ahead of time. They're here doing the preheating, getting things together so they can piece the pieces together.
So I see them keep changing is that changing the temperature of the torch when they lower the flame?
Oh,
and they,
yeah.
And each section of making this spoon requires a different heat temperature.
Maybe the more broad a flame, the more area.
Okay.
You know, and then the real tight flame is just a spot.
I see Punty over here. He's got a Campbell's soup can in his hand, and you know, it's all about detail. The font, everything. This is all written in glass. So he's pulled strings and drawn, and time and labor intensive went into creating this piece in glass. You know, a lot of labor for what? To make a pipe. Okay, it goes deep here. And you talk about a Campbell's soup can. What's it all really about? You know, Andy Warhol took the can into the mainstream with just translating, you know, what is pop art? You know, what are we really looking at and what do we hold value in? And I think maybe if I'm correct, Punty, your piece might have some of those questions inside of it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, how much is a pipe worth? You know, we're going to start asking a lot of questions as the future unfolds here.
You know, like when Warhol did do the Campbell soup can, or when it's on the can itself, it's straight and it's lovely. But like these lines are now doing what a spoon wants to do. You know what I mean? Now that they're stretched, but they're stretched just enough to give you a nice rip.
I love it.
You know
I get it.
Some
It's a
fire.
great metaphor.
Nice form. I love it. I do love it.
Delene, what's next on the menu here?
I am making a chocolate cocksucker.
So Delene, your chocolate cocksucker.
Yeah.
Tell me more about it.
It's a chocolate rooster.
Yay!
On
now
a
I
stick.
see it.
Right, it's super hard to judge, but in the end, somebody does go home with $10,000. And not only that, they go home with the flame of ancestral knowledge, okay? This is our awesome trophy created in Maui by Charles Lowry. And also they get a killer custom jacket by West Coast Leathers, the champion jacket. And we're super excited to have these people involved in the show. Everybody's contributed a lot to make this thing happen. And we're super excited to have somebody be able to take home these awesome trophies and prizes.
I really like that trophy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
something
awesome.
that's something that's too pretty to smoke out of.
It's gorgeous, and a lot of time and thought went into it. The pieces that you're creating today will all be available for auction online. And when we sell the pieces, half the money goes to a scholarship program for Pilchuck Glass School. We will pick somebody that wouldn't have otherwise been able to go there to use this money and go there. The other half will be donated to a charity of your choice. So Punty, I see you constantly on that Bunsen burner. What's the deal? Are you trying to change colors with it, or what are you doing?
It does a little of that, but it's like tattooing and welding at the same time, but it's also glass blowing. Like this stuff breaks if you don't respect its properties. So one of them is keep it hot. you know, nice heat
And
base.
so you're gonna draw with that string of glass?
Yep, I'm gonna put the soup can has these little like little symbols next to the soup part, like little accents, you know, so I'm gonna put a couple in there. And you know, I keep it as true as I can to the label, but I like to put a little flavor in there, you know, add a little special flavor to this soup.
Here we go. He's gonna draw with that pinner piece of glass and the pinner flame. So it becomes precision.
Pushing the color. Pushing the color.
Yeah, like Karen just mentioned, I putting it on is one part, making sure it's on and it's all tacked down is another. And you have to do that with every single line. So there really is attention and love in every line.
Tedious. Very tedious.
Yeah, Rob, what's going on over in your world, bro?
Over here, just making this what's ultimately going to be the base of this pipe, and had an issue. One of the attachments came undone, so I'm kind of building on the fly. I'm not bridging anything before I'm attaching, just to save time. Because if I did all these bridges, I'd be coming back trying to unconnect everything, and that might not get me through the finish line. So just working on getting this. I'm going to get it back in the kiln and then work on the rest of the vessel here in the next few moves.
What are you doing, Delene?
I'm working on the food box for
Right, so you're gathering glass right now?
Yeah.
That's all from
Yeah,
the
I'm
what you have?
gathering glass. It's not enough. I could have applied this over some clear tubing and
That's super cool.
save some time,
That's super cool.
maybe, but I got a lot of time still.
So it's gonna be a box for like a milk carton?
No, it's a box for her her chocolate cock. 42 minutes, 4200, just past the clock. Coming down.
I better work a little slower.
The box is coming together now. 41 minutes left.
And what are you planning on doing, Rob? Attaching all those pieces together for your body?
Yeah, right now that's the general plan here. I've got the base that I've been putting together. It's sitting in the kiln. I'm going to go back over that and look for any imperfections after I get this section made. Get the other handle section ready again, warmed up in the kiln, and hopefully it all come together the way that I'm thinking in my mind.
All right, so in the grand scheme of things, we're almost down to the 30-minute mark. That's 3/4 of the way through the piece. You know, I've seen pieces being built before. Account for time that could be problem times. Everything has to come out of the kiln at the right temperature or else it'll crack. Delene's working very large. You can see her, she's standing on a foot pedal. She's making the torch go sunlight, instant 3,000 degrees to heat the big surfaces of this glass she's working with. That's a large piece.
She's been working on it the whole time.
She's taken a rod of color and made this entire humongous piece. You can see she has that blow hose with a swivel on the end of the hose. It's in her mouth. That allows her to turn the glass. Don't forget, heat rises and glass falls. We're about a half a minute away from the 30-minute mark right now. And I can actually feel the pressure building in the room. I'm sure all the blowers can too.
The energy.
Things are becoming moist and hot. Definitely higher pressure. It's definitely the moments like these that we as glass artists kind of live for. You know, it's comparable maybe to a midwife or comparable to you when you're cooking, when all the ingredients come together and everything starts to sizzle on the thing and you're about to serve it up And that's your moment.
That's
you know
your
what I mean?
moment. You
That's your
garnish
moment.
it and send it out.
You give the garnish and you get the smile.
You take a sneak
We're
peek.
approaching that moment here. Punty, how you feeling over there? What's going on in your minds? 18 minutes left.
I think I'm gonna have just enough time. I just wanna make sure my bottom's nice and flat and that it doesn't rock when I'm finished with it. And yeah, I think I have plenty of time.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
And you still have 11 more minutes.
11 more minutes?
Yeah.
Rob, what's going on? 5 minutes down, you're ready to rock here. You're doing your big attachment.
Yeah,
This
working
is
on it.
awesome. Big
Trying
boy.
not to have a major malfunction here at the end.
Yeah.
Punty's still got his piece on his
He likes playing with it, you know.
on his blowpipe here. We're 1 minute and 20 seconds left. He's got to take the piece off of the blowpipe.
Rob has to too, right?
Bless.
Rob's that long piece has to come
Punty's
off.
got to bag the detail. We're at 1 minute. We're at 1 minute. We're trying to get in the kiln. We're trying to get this thing off of the blowpipe and into the kiln right now.
Uh-oh.
My ears are popping. Pressure's building right now.
Hurry, hurry.
Come on, we're gonna light it
1
up
minute.
right now. We gotta get it in the kiln. 55, 54. There he goes. Oh my God, it was a cold seal. Punty knew it. Punty knew he could pull it off
Yes, he did.
in the 10-second
30
mark.
seconds.
It's like getting the last wave of the set in the final heat.
Got it. He's been doing it so long, he's got it down to a science.
If you don't brush this punny off in the front, it's a real sharp.
All right, here we go, guys. We're coming down to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, torches off, everybody.
Eater. Dude, that carp kept cracking on me, dude.
That's the end of session 1. When we return, our judges will reveal their scores. Who will take the lead going into session 2? Find out when we return. Everybody, you've been doing some great work. It's time to taste the first course. Chef, what do you think of Punty's pipe?
I like the pipe. I'm gonna give him an 8 on it just because of the size factor. I like my bowls a little bigger.
All right, fair enough. Jason?
Nice lettering, super, super detailed work. It's definitely a masterpiece, but I can't pack much weed in that much.
Oh, yeah, no, it was. I played it
That's
safe.
my teeny closet bowl.
How do you score it?
I love Punty and I love the detail. The pipe was a little small for me. I can't put enough weed in it to get high. I'm gonna give you a 7, Pump Man.
All right, Karen.
I really thought it was witty. I love it. The pop quality. I'm giving you a 9.
Oh, thank you.
All right, 24 points for Punty. Rob, you're next. Chef, how do you score it?
I love it. Love the color. It really pops.
Well, you're the gummy guy too, man.
Exactly.
What do you
That's
think?
what I said. I love these gummies. Make me want to eat it. Let it go with an 8.
All right, solid 8. Jason?
I just want to eat it. Super candy. Super candy. I like it. I like how you ended up pulling it off, bro. I love you, bro. Good job on the candy. Give you a 9.
Solid 9. Karen, tell us.
I really like the folly of this candy. I'm not sure if this opaque color really works with this delicate transparent. I love the form, and in a lot of ways it looks like Dr. Seuss, but you get an 8 from me.
Thank you. All right, 25 points, the leader. Coming into Delene. Chef, what do you think?
It's the first cock I like to gobble up.
Cock gobbler.
Cock, yeah. I like the unique factor of it. Looks like a mold, perfect mold. I want you to make some molds for me, for my gummies. So just on that fact, I'm gonna give you a 9.
All right, solid score. Jason?
What a gorgeous cock. And the way the cock feels in my hand. I love what you did with the white. It really kind of like, that's hard to do for sure. I'm gonna go with the Infinity 8.
And Karen?
Gosh, it's really fun. It really looks like a pressed chocolate mold. I think it's a teeny bit boring because I can't tell what this is. When I just see this, it almost looks like a pedestal or something.
Yeah.
I think it actually takes away from how much I loved it. So I'm giving you an 8 on that.
All right, 25 points. Rob and Delene tied going into session 2. Great job, everybody.
Yeah.
You know, watching the clock kind of tick down, and then there was it came out of the kiln with a little issue I had to fix. There was some things that happened, and then at the very end, I didn't have enough time to gently heat the punty before as the time was counting down. So hit the gas, and it cracked the mouthpiece, unfortunately. So yeah, it was a tough situation, but you know, it happens. It's glass.
Well, despite his trouble at the end, Rob is tied with Delene as we head into session 2. And with more on the piece they'll be making, let's head back to Professor Blunston and Dream Piece Theater.
Good evening. I'm Professor Blunston, and welcome to Dream Piece Theater, where tonight we will feature one of the most sought-after glass pieces on the market. The dab rig. Most dab rigs are built like a glass bong, but the difference is that it's fitted with a nail, which is semi-similar to a bowl, but with a hole in the side that leads to the pipe, rather than one at the bottom. On today's market, you can find several different variations of the dab rig, but the basic rig looks like a bong. Now let's go back to the Dream Factory and watch our artists concentrate on making the best dab rigs for their concentrates.
Our artists are set to go create their dab rigs. Session 2 when we come back. Welcome back to Operation Pipe Dreamers. We're set now for Session 2, the dab rig. Our theme continues to be food. Let's put 3 hours on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, start your torches.
Round 2. Here we go.
It's getting hot in the kitchen.
After that intense first round, I'm looking forward to see this one.
Launching off the start gates here. So I wonder what they're gonna bring to the table. Is it gonna have a theme?
I wonder if Punty even has anything in there.
I think Rob's gonna be possessed after a tough finish on the last round, and he's gonna be ready to rock and roll here.
Yeah.
He looks recovered.
Absolutely.
He's focused.
Absolutely, hyper-focused. Delene's already going for components out of the kiln. A lot quicker of a start on everybody's part right now. Rob looks like he's got that colored tube that he built as part of his prep already on a blowpipe and ready to go.
Well, Punty's going to the kiln. Let's see what he's got.
Punty's skipping around pretty
See
quick.
what he's got cooking.
Has a pretty comfortable stride heading to the kiln. Well, how about that tail on Punty? Punty, wag your tail for us. Yeah. All right.
What we got here? What we got here?
What's your dish, Punty?
I went, I wanted to do so much, but I went with a genuine stoner food. I went with a box of cereal, Lucky Charms.
Cereal.
Absolutely delicious. Yeah, and just incorporate some of our friends were introducing their new laser cat marshmallow.
Rob, what are you serving up over there?
Well, I was gonna make a matching piece to the other piece that I made. So that's the prep that I was able to do in the time allotted. So yeah, gonna make something more with some gummies.
Awesome. Awesome. I could taste the rainbow already.
Yep, 2 in a row.
How about you, Delene? What you got cooking over there?
I am making a Bloody Mary.
All right.
Everybody loves a Bloody Mary.
I love her too. You can see Punty with his blow hose, and he's on a swivel, so he's able to turn the glass and have full control of what's going on. Again, it's like a balloon filled with jelly. When he's blowing and creating pressure in there, the jelly goes against the balloon walls. He has to turn it and blow to create those walls, make the whole piece of glass even. Delene's got some big giant flames going on over there. Big buffing, annealing flames covering the whole piece of glass. Objective there is to keep things hot.
Keeping it
I'm gonna
hot.
actually have to put my glasses on now. It's getting very bright in here. And it's not good to look at the flame for too long without safety goggles or some sort of glasses on. Rob, talk to me. What's going on in your world over there? What's in your mind?
Well, gummies are in my mind. Trying to get
And
these things.
I see you working off the table a lot. What's going on?
Well, I am working off the table because making repeated trips to the kiln for such small pieces doesn't seem to be very efficient. So just trying to use the table also as a template for the base of the piece so that it sits nice and flat once I'm ready to assemble the whole piece. So there's a couple reasons for it.
Yeah, there's Delene's beautiful.
Delene's
shrimp.
got the shrimp out finally. What detail in the shrimp. Unfucking real.
Looks like
That
a real
is no
shrimp.
small accomplishment. Punty's on this high hyper detail work again, just like Szechuan. We have a tube. He's got tail wagging, and you know, the piece is screaming hot. I mean, Punty works with the torch like you would a lightsaber. He's slicing. He's dicing. He's like a Jedi over here. Punty, what are you doing right now?
Sometimes because this color and tubing, it's happy, it's even, but when you do a flip, the color gets really worked, man. It gets beat down. Like
Tell
this
me
was
what's a
drawn on
flip? What are you even talking about?
Oh, so when I draw a pattern, I call it a flip because I draw it reverse. I draw it backwards, so what's on the outside needs to eventually be flipped, so we get the final effect of what's
So
on
you
the
take
inside.
the thing like this and flip it back around.
Yes,
To
yes,
be inside out.
yes, yes.
So it looks like an overlay.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Rob, what's going on in your world over there?
Gummy bear, gummy something chaos. I don't know.
Gummy chaos. I kind of like
gummy
that.
chaos. Yeah, I think it's starting to
That sounds like a late Tuesday night.
Gummy
starting to
chaos.
look like something
That's
though.
me every
so
night.
progress. Probably the first time I've actually tried this technique specifically, so I always seem to do that when I'm like, oh, let's go to a competition. We'll try
Right
something
on.
new. But, you know, to keep it interesting and fun, I guess.
Here comes Delene again with the big fat
Oh
Bloody
yeah,
Mary.
holy shit. Oh yeah, with her,
Yeah,
Bringing the heat.
the big drink. I think she's got to have some heat soaked in there by now, and probably.
Yeah. Now that's playing with fire.
Is she dipping a lemon in the Bloody Mary? What is she actually doing right now?
Things are heating up here at the Dream Factory. The conclusion of session 2 when we return.
Punty's got some pieces he's putting together now. You know, now getting to a different scale. Getting to these different scales is a little more difficult. You have a lot more weight out there, a lot more different things you got to deal with, a lot more counterbalance.
Yeah, they're all getting really complicated really quick and early on.
They're getting complicated really quick and early on. Delene's got one of the most complex pieces due to the thickness.
It's
when
amazing.
When I saw the piece go in, it's 10 mil thick at least in most places. And
It's amazing that they can stand there for hours behind that torch.
and look good doing it.
Yeah. Man, I
You
couldn't
don't
do it.
cook for 10 hours at a
Yeah,
time?
but this is just wild. This is behind the torch, and you're creating an art piece.
What's Rob doing over here? We have some major sculpture cluster going on. It's heading into the kiln right now. There's tails wagging. Don't step on Punty's tail, Rob. Punty's skipping back to his torch over here in Wonderland. Punty, what's going on in your head over here right now?
Just concentrating on my cold seal, making sure it doesn't go on too tight. It's a tricky move because when I go to tap it off, if it gets stuck on and I tap it too hard, it'll break my whole joint, or it might break and leave glass on there. So I just want to make sure I have that Goldilocks zone of a cold seal. And I think I got it.
Yeah, Rob is growing over here. The thing's coming out. It's got symmetric. It's coming along. Rob's working with full intention. I mean, there is no doubt that
He's a man on a mission.
Yeah, and
yeah.
the color he's using is so dynamic.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It pops.
Really, they
Redemption
work out
rig.
so well.
Redemption rig.
using that carbon marver. The glass slides so nicely on it. Rob making it look easy. You don't want to slow down. You want to use inertia on that thing. You want to have pressure in the tube. You don't want it to collapse on itself when it's spinning. Boy, Punty's got some action going on over here too. He's hanging way out there now on his rig. Balls out maneuver happening right now. A lot of weight on the end of this seal. A lot of trust. He's got some tricks up his sleeve for sure. Using the torch as a tool. No fucking around with the hand torch anymore. He's getting right in the flame. Delene's using that flame like a paintbrush. Those big wafty wide strokes, big wafty wide paints. When you have Laser Cat over here, pin laser on his torch, heating tiny little pieces. And here comes Rob out of the kiln with like clusters of glass. Very, very complex. Really risky when you get to that level. Little points want to crack. Delene's got something wild happening over here.
Yeah, popping off the bottom part of the punty.
She's cutting it with scissors, with shears.
Whoa, messy.
She's manhandling that thing.
Oh, That did not sound
You gotta brand the bridge.
Rob's got some matching shape going on right now. He's using a number of different tools to get that angle that he really needs. Rob, what are you doing right now?
Well, the ground joint wasn't happy in the kiln, so I had a little crack to fix, and hopefully it stays fixed. But it looks like it might be all good, so I'm gonna get it back in the kiln here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so Punty's way out on the weeds right now. He's just one little stroke at a time. Any little press, any little tension on the stringer, it breaks. If it breaks, he's fucked. So at that point, he has to go very soft, very slow, and each line that he's put into the glass, he's pushing it with a little metal piece, like over and over and over again. It's like a monk. It's like a monk's work almost, that he has to be so tedious and patient and careful. And I noticed the tail is not wagging as much right now. He's hyper-focused on these small little lines. So I expect this intensity level of this thing to kind of rise up. And we're getting now down to the 30-minute mark where people are going to be figuring out how to finish the piece, make sure we have success, make sure it gets into the kiln without being cracked.
huge concentration levels right now.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's,
They're locked in.
it is.
The winner is going to go to the championship and have a spot in the championship. Rob, what are you up to over there?
Up to trying to put these two pieces together at the moment. So, trying to figure out exactly if I got my...
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's sitting the piece on top of the gummies. So it's going to sit on it. It's going to be like a stand.
Rob has made the mothership connection. Rob is moving forward now quickly on his base, his candy base. We're down below the 20-minute mark now. Time's ticking. Now's when things are gonna want to kind of come to a head. We call it climaxing. Rob's got something special going in the kiln now. Straight up and down. He doesn't want to go in too hot or it'll slump over.
My favorite kind of tea.
She's gonna get it to soak again.
Pray, pray, pray. It wasn't too long.
It didn't break.
Wow, I like the added drama.
Yeah, good job, Delene. We're below the 15-minute mark, heading down into the final stretch. Rob's holding the entire piece right now with the barbecue tongs coated with Kevlar.
It seems like those break off rough. This one did again.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, just like the first piece.
Well, he's gonna pick and pull orifice.
He has time to clean it up.
He's got time to clean it up, and he's got a hole in there. Ooh, super bright. Laser lights. Instant sunlight on these things. Things are about to get serious.
Grand finale.
Here goes Rob to the kiln. I think he's got a complete piece. He's stuffing it in there. Something's happened. Something's not right. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
No.
Good choice, Rob. Good choice. Good choice.
It happens.
Well done. Here comes Punty with his bell. Hours and hours and hours of details. Getting his chi on, assuming the sumo stance. This is it's getting crazy over here right now. All of a sudden, max pressure. Delene's piece is already in the kiln. She had a good preparation on this one. Rob's piece is now in the kiln, and Punty, as the last man standing, still has his piece in his hand. He's going for the kiln. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Well done, Punty.
All right, that'll do it for session 2. When we come back, we'll crown a winner and see who will advance to the championships. Don't go anywhere. All right, so the meals are out of the oven. It's time to taste our final dish. This one's for a spot in the finals. What do we think of Punty's piece, Chef?
I really like the detail and the colors on it. He did an amazing job. It's hard to choose out of all these. They're amazing artists, every single one of them. This round I'm going with a 9, just because it is a food theme, but he did a cereal box, so I'm getting a 9 with that.
All right, Jason, what do you think?
I love Punty's work. I love the quality and the detail. It was super fun watching him work, and you know, it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to give Punty a 9. You came up big, strong here, but I want to see something outside of the Punty box.
You got it.
You rock,
I feel you. Thank you.
Karen?
I was thinking the same thing too. I mean, it's a spectacular piece, but it's in your comfort zone. So that's why I'm giving you a 9.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Thank you.
All right, Punty's total is now at 51 points. Good job, sir. All right, Chef, what do you think of Rob's piece?
Like I said with the first one, they look so good for me. I want to eat them. I want to infuse them and eat them and sit on my couch and smoke this thing. And this round, I am giving a 9.
Great score. Jason?
Well, I like it. You know, we're bringing the rainbow back. You know, the gummies look cool. It would be nice if it had a matching, you know, feel to it. But again, bringing the North Star color to life, and a lot of cool opaque, transparent qualities. Really loved your style, bro. Strong man on the bench. I want to give you the 9.
Thank you.
Good job.
Karen?
I felt this piece was successful myself, so 9.
Thank you.
9, gang.
All right, our new leader with 52 points.
Good job, bro.
All right, Chef, what do you think of Delene's?
Really, this is amazing. It looks so real, realistic. Can I eat it? I want to eat it. And that's why I'm giving a 10.
Yeah. 10, good score. Jason?
Very cool. I've been wanting a Bloody Mary ever since I saw her start making it. When I hold it, it's something super heavy. It's got a super substance to it. You know, it's got presence, and that red is out of control. Love you. Give you the 9er.
All right, Karen.
You know, between the design and the concept, I think it's brilliant. I'm just in love with the piece, so I think you deserve that 10.
Oh, Delene! 54 points, and she's moving to the finals. Great job, Delene.
Congratulations, all of you.
Oh, congratulations. Oh.
And with that, Delene joins Yushin and Dina on our Chong Bong brackets. Who will join them and make it to the championships? Find out next time on Operation Pipe Dreamers.
I am Tommy Chong, and from all of us here at Operation Pipe Dreamers and the cannabis community, never stop living the dream.
It was looks really good. I wanted to drink it too.
We're up against you know, some of the most talented in the industry, so yeah, I saw a lot of amazing stuff.
We already all won. I learned from my friend Phil Segal that we come in here winners already.